Okay, so welcome to the joining the first session of Azure Terraform batch. So myself, Ankit Narula, I am the trainer for this particular batch, Azure Terraform. So how we are going to start this day one for this particular batch. So what I'm going to do it is, I'm giving my introduction. After my introduction, then I'll give you a chance to speak. So then you guys can speak whatever the question you have asked, want to ask, you can ask me. Then we can start from there. So myself, Ankit Narula, I have total 11 plus years of experience in the IT industry. Out of 11 plus years of experience in the IT industry, in first 3 years, I worked in Oracle applications as a techno-functional consultant where we were writing reports, SQL queries, modifying forms as per the client requirement. And then from last 8 years, I'm working on topmost two cloud platform which we have in the market, AWS and Azure. I'm working on both the cloud platforms. This is my professional experience. Coming to my training experience, I'm giving training from more than 10 years. Earlier, I'm started providing training for Oracle apps, and now I'm providing training from AWS and Azure, AWS Cloud also, their DevOps also, their Terraform. I'm providing it. So this is about my training professional and training experience. And few more points. Session for this particular timing is as per India. Those people are from India. It's 8:30 p.m. IST Monday to Friday. The people who are from US, the time is 10 p.m. CST. If you guys see my system time, it's right now 10:03 p.m. and the date is 2 June right now. The people are from India, for them it's 3rd of June because I'm not from India, I'm from US. So that's why my system time is 10 p.m. CST it's going to be. And as per US timings, it's Sunday to Thursday. Not as per India, it's Monday to Friday. As per US, it's from Thursday to Sunday, Thursday. If you guys are from any other time zone other than IST or from CST, I'm requesting you to please use Google and check any website and convert by yourself also. And I'm going to share some details also in the chat box. First of all, I'm going to share a course content link. If you guys didn't see the course content, I'm requesting you to please see the course content by using the link. And I'm sharing my official email ID also to you guys. So make sure whenever you're doing practice, you can email me whenever you have a doubt. But make sure whenever you're going to email me, you have to mention the batch number always. So the batch number, whichever you're going to pay, that particular batch number. Like for this particular, if you're going to pay for this batch and going to join this batch, you can put a batch number 31 and you want to put in the subject line or in the message box. It's completely up to you. Whatever you want to do, you can put that. And few more things. I'm sharing Logical Labs social media details, our website, our Telegram group, our YouTube channel details, Instagram, LinkedIn profile. I'm sharing it. If you want, you can please join our social media for upcoming batch details or anything, whichever we were sharing it. You can please join it. And I'm sharing one more details is the WhatsApp community of this particular batch of 319. If you are not in the WhatsApp community of this batch 319, I'm requesting you to please join by using the link which is shared in the chat box. If you are not there, you can please join, because day one recording you will get in this WhatsApp community, or even upcoming session details. Whenever we are going to share a new link, we'll inform in the group that we have shared it. So after that, you guys can check your email, because only first 2 days are the demo session. From the day third, only paid candidates can join this sessions. So please, if you are really interested in the training, join this WhatsApp community. Link is already shared in the chat box. So this is about me and our, okay, I'll have one more last detail things. I'm sharing Logical Labs team contact details also. If you face any issue while joining the training, or you're not able to get your recordings and those things, you can email them also to this email ID, or here are their WhatsApp numbers. You can drop a WhatsApp message or contact him, or if you want to call it, you need to call to these two. But don't call to Pawan. For calling, only these two persons. You have to use Shrikant or Aisha. WhatsApp message you can drop to any of the number. But if you want to talk to somebody, you have to call these two, because these two people are reactive properly. They'll give you proper response on call. But this person is not available on call, just only WhatsApp messages due to his work schedule. So this person you can call it if whenever you want, as per Indian Standard Time. You can call them. Now, if anyone wants have any question related to training or anything you want to ask, I'm requesting you to please raise your hand. Yes, Raja. Yes,
Hello.
Raja, you can unmute and ask your question.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So myself, Rajaram. I just want to have one question. I'm interested in this training, but what is the prerequisite for this training?
For a prerequisite for this training is Azure admin knowledge. It's mandatory. If you don't have it, please don't join this course. That's mandatory, because in this one, we are not learning about what is virtual network, what is virtual machine, what is NSG, what is storage one. We are not going to discuss those things. So prerequisite is Azure admin knowledge is mandatory to join this course. If you don't have, you will not understand what we are learning. Okay. Do you have that knowledge?
I have knowledge, but I don't have that much hands-on. I have done my AZ 900.
Knowledge is required. No, certification is not required. You need to have the Azure admin knowledge. Like you need to know what is virtual network, what is storage account, what is resource group, what is virtual machine, what is virtual network, subnets, what is key pair. Like that type of knowledge you need to know that. Okay. If you have it, you can join.
Yeah. And sir, for lab practice and all, do we have to, I mean, you provide any lab systems or how it is?
You have to create your Azure account for that practice purpose.
Okay.
You have to create it. I'm just giving you the training. If you want to practice, you have to create your own account.
So do you share the use cases or how it is for practice? Or lab instruction?
No, whatever I'm teaching, you have to practice those things. Whatever I'm teaching, you have to practice it. And whatever the codes, whichever the needs need to be used, I'm sharing each and every single thing. I have a PPT ready. My PPTs are already ready. Here are the PPTs. Means there are 66 PPTs, 65 PPTs we are learning. Last one is just quiz sample resumes. I'm not sharing PPTs, I'm sharing PDFs. So I have already converted these PPTs into PDFs that I'm going to share with you.
Okay,
Okay.
fine, thank you.
You can download these PDFs in your local laptop, but you can't download the recordings. You have a lifetime access for the recordings you will get if you join this course.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Uma, you can unmute.
Hi.
Hi,
The
Uma.
payment
Uma,
link
you are
is
from which country? You are from which
India.
country? So if you are
India.
from India, by default, you will pay in Indian rupees. If you are from outside of India, in our website, it by default show you in US dollars.
But unfortunately, the link is redirecting me for
Are you
asking me
using
to make
VPN?
$1.
Are you
What
using
is that?
VPN? Are you using VPN?
No, no.
So if you are from India, no, I don't want to. You are in which country right now? You're not from where? You are in which country? That's what I'm asking you.
India, Maharashtra, Pune.
So if you are from India, by default, it will show you in Indian rupees. Like I'm not in India. It's showing me in dollars. If you are using VPN, then definitely it will show you in some other currency. In dollars. There are only two currency we have set. Dollars, US dollars, specific US dollars, or Indian rupees. We have specifically selected if you are from India, Indian location, it will show you in Indian rupees. But if it's still showing you in dollars and you're from India, drop email
Wait
to
a
our
minute.
support team. Let me
How
just
do I
complete,
switch to Indian
Uma.
this thing?
Uma,
Yeah,
can I
how
complete?
can I switch to? Hello?
Can I complete my answer, sir? Can I
Excuse
complete
me?
it? Can I complete it? My instructions, which I'm giving you.
Yeah, please, please.
Thank you so much for giving me the chance to speak it. So you are saying you are from India, but it's still showing you. So you can do one thing. You can drop email to our support team. I have already given the
Uh-huh.
support team email ID. You can drop email to them that you are from India, but it's still showing you in dollars. So they will give you some other alternative for those things.
Mm.
Okay. There are
Okay,
alternatives
thanks.
are also there, but I don't know why it is showing you in dollars if you're from India, but I don't have any answer for that. So you can contact support team. They will check or they will give you some other solution for those things because that's their part of the job, not my part of the job, Uma.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you. Yes, Naga, you can unmute.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, hi, Ankit. I think yeah, same for me also. But I am in UK, and when I'm trying to pay this one, but seems to be problem is I don't have any card here. So I just came recently, so I don't have any card. So that's when I'm struggling to
So
pay this one. How can I
same
pay
for
this
you
one?
also. You can drop email to support team.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay. Drop email to support team. They will talk to you.
Okay.
You just drop your WhatsApp number also to them. Okay. With that, in that email, that on this number they can contact you. Okay. So they will contact you and based on that, they'll give you a solution.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Yes, Bharat, you can unmute.
Hey, hi, Ankit. Thanks for giving me a chance to speak with you. I have a question, Ankit. I mean, learning this Terraform, like, how would it be helpful to Azure Bicep? I mean, like, is it the same or something different, or what is this?
No, sorry. Can you please repeat your question again?
So I mean, like, Terraform is an infrastructure, tool, right? So I mean, like, I think
Hmm.
even Azure Bicep is as an alternate tool. The companies will be
Which
using
one?
Azure Bicep.
There are uh, Azure, you can work with CLI also, with PowerShell also, you can use Azure, you can use with ARM also,
Hmm.
you can use console also. There are multiple options we have it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Bicep is another
But
one
with
too.
the Terraform, there are, that's what I'm saying, there are different options we have
Hmm.
to work on Azure or not just with Azure, the different cloud platform. In AWS also, we have different options. In Azure also, in Google also.
Hmm.
But Terraform is the one which can help you to work on more than 4,000 providers.
Okay. What language are we going to use it for Terraform?
Terraform is having their own. There is nothing like we are any different. Any Terraform have their own.
How complex is that, Ankit? I'm just
It's very
curious.
simple.
It's very simple. Okay.
It's really very simple. Instructions in you just need to know how to use the Terraform information. Whatever is required, it's clear in their documentation. Every single time, whenever we have to create any resource, we have to read their documentation. It's not very difficult. It's very simple. That's what I'm saying. You need to know Azure admin. If you know Azure admin knowledge, you can easily understand their documentation also. If you don't know that platform, you can't understand it. Like by learning this Azure Terraform, you can't work on AWS Terraforms
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know what is AWS. What are the resources you have in AWS? If you don't know, you can't understand it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, so you need to know first Azure admin, then you can learn the Azure admin, Azure Terraform details also.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Thanks.
any more question?
No, I think I'm good. I got it.
Yes, Nandan, you can unmute.
Uh, Ankit, how it is different from your DevOps as your class? So I was like, I
No,
have
in
done it.
Azure DevOps, if you might be compare the course content in Azure DevOps, we're just covering some basics of Terraform. Only 3 sessions
Okay.
we are covering, but this is complete Terraform training.
So, so is that going to help us in career on DevOps? Or so for DevOps we have to go for Azure
If
DevOps
your
course.
client is going to use Terraform,
Mhm.
definitely this is going to help you. If your client is using Terraform,
Ankit,
and
I have
right
sent
now,
you multiple mails. Like I'm not getting proper update from the team. So I was looking for Azure DevOps course as well, but I haven't
no,
got.
you have emailed to me or to my team.
You also have emailed one time.
So did I reply you there or not?
Yeah, you replied that,
Because I
but I have not got proper update till now. So when the course
no,
is
because there is
starting,
no batch planned till now. There is no batch
okay.
already. The batch is already going on. If you want to join an existing batch, you can join
Okay.
it. That batch is already started. The batch number 315. I don't remember the date on which date we have started, but the batch is already started. So if you want to join that batch, you can join it. You're not getting any proper response because the new batch is not yet planned till now.
Okay. So
But
shall I
they have
get?
definitely they just a minute. They have told you to check our website, upcoming batches. So here in our website, we have an option of upcoming batches. So whenever I'm going to plan a batch, we'll update this portal. Like this particular batch was started on 15th of May. So it's already 15 days already done. Means not 15 sessions, but 15 days already done. How many sessions are done? We can also check that also. So 9 sessions already done. If you want to join, you can join this batch. It's up to you.
So I do Terraform here?
Sorry?
Can I complete this Terraform and then I can switch to that one?
Yeah, yes, you can do that also. It is possible. But like earlier, I said that to join this particular course, you have Azure admin knowledge. If you
Yeah, I
have
have
none,
done
then
your.
yes, definitely.
Yeah, I have already completed your Azure course long back. So I was
So
waiting for
yes, you have it
DevOps.
knowledge. Definitely, yes, you can.
Okay, fine.
Okay, and whenever it's going to be start a Azure DevOps batch, you will get update in the WhatsApp communities. Are you in our WhatsApp communities? In any of the single one?
No, one previous one community I am. So from there only I got that this is going to start. So I started.
So even I'm sharing this particular one also in the chat box. You can join this particular batch one also. And
Okay.
definitely whenever I'm going to start, you will get update there also. Okay, recently I've started on 15th of May. That's why you're not getting new updates because I'm not starting a new batch every 15-20 days for the same course. It's already after 1 month. I'm always 1 month or 1.5 months. I'm starting every one single batch.
So I probably like on July you will start
Might
next
be
batch.
yes, correct.
Oh, fine.
When
I
that
will
particular
continue
batch is
with
going
this.
to be end, then I'm going to start. Most probably in the July first week, I'll start a new batch for Azure DevOps.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
Okay.
And is there any
Any
changes in
question?
the course of Azure like I have done previously?
No,
Yeah.
there is no course changes. Course content is exact same, but little
Mhm.
bit changes happen in Azure.
Okay.
Not much, very basic changes they have done, very basic. So those things are not much important. Even when you're doing practice, you can easily find out that not course content is no, there is no change in the course content till now.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone have any more question? Okay. Look like no one has any more questions, so we can continue with the demo session of Azure Terraform. Anyone knows which company has started this tool called Azure Terraform? I mean, sorry, not Azure Terraform, Terraform. In the chat box, you can confirm if you are aware of that. Correct. It started by a company called Husky Corp in 2014. It's an open source tool. It's an open source tool, and Terraform is also called as infrastructure as a code tool. They have a multiple providers like AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, Alibaba, VMware. This is just a few list of providers I have mentioned it. Only how many? 6. But they have more than 4,000 providers. And if I talk about providers also, under that providers, we have a 3 categories of providers. Let me show you that. So here is that particular, you will see. Okay, let me just go to the home page, click on. Now here we are getting 4,225 providers we have. And we can click on browse providers. Here we are able to see all the providers. We can see that. Now, here on the left-hand side, we are able to see 3 tiers: official, partner, community. First, I'm only going to show the official ones. Here we have some official one. Official one is only 33 we have it. Now, what is this official one we have it? Official one is completely managed by the HashiCorp organization. We have AWS, we have Azure, GCP, Kubernetes, and different more we have here. So official ones are only managed by the HashiCorp organization. AWS, Azure, GCP, they are not managing their Terraform configurations. Whatever the configuration is required to create Azure resources or AWS resources, Google resources, it is not managed by them. It is completely managed by the HashiCorp organization. So whichever the official one we have. Then come to partners. Oracle Cloud, Alibaba Cloud is coming under partners, and we have a lot more partners. Partners are managed by both. Whatever the partners we have it, it is managed by Terraform infrastructure. Official one is only managed by the HashiCorp. Partner one is managed by both. And then the third and the final one we have it is the communities. This is only managed by themselves. It is only managed by them. So there is no link of HashiCorp organization to manage these communities. we have. Now, what's the benefit of Terraform? Speed and simplicity, team collaboration, error reduction, disaster recovery, enhance security. These are the few benefits to use Terraform also we have. Now we are going to discuss about few important Terraform commands. There are a lot of commands we have it, which we are going to learn in upcoming session, but there are 4 important commands we have. Without these important commands, we can't work on Terraform. The first is Terraform init. Now, what is Terraform init command? Terraform init command is used to download the Terraform plugins in our local machine. Like I want to start working on Terraform. If I want to start working on Terraform, the first thing what we have to do it is we have to download the Terraform plugins. Like if you see here right now, I have a folder called Terraform 309. This is my other batch, Terraform batch going on. I'm just opening that folder. In that one, I got a folder with .terraform. This Terraform folder, .terraform folder, I got because of the command we have used Terraform init in this folder. It doesn't mean that directly I can create a folder, I can use the Terraform init command and then start downloading. No, we have to provide some details more in the folder. Then I can use the command. What details? We'll learn in the upcoming session. Now, under that provider, we have some more folders. Here I'm getting some more. I have downloaded some more plugins in this. That's why I'm getting it. So I'm just opening right now folder Azure RM version. Here I'm getting a one application. How I get this application? Because of the plugins which I have downloaded more plugins also earlier. So based on that, we are getting it. What are these plugins? How I get it? Azure AD, Azure RM, local tier. We will definitely discuss in upcoming session. See here. So to download the plugins in our local machine, we have to use Terraform init command. But before that, we have to provide some more details. Those details are called as provider details. So Azure is having different provider details. AWS is having different provider details. Google Cloud is having different provider details. Every single provider which they have their different provider details. So we have to provide that provider details in the folder, and then I have to use Terraform init command. How Azure know that which plugins they have to download it? They have to download Azure plugins, Google plugins, or AWS plugin. Because of that provider details, they will identify which plugins they have to download in our local machine. Then we have Terraform plan. Now, whenever we have to create any infrastructure or update any infrastructure means any resource, like I want to create one virtual machine. And with virtual machine, I have to create other resources also, like virtual network. I need to create resource group, all those things. So whenever we write our Terraform infrastructure file, after that, what we have to do it is we have to create a plan. With the plan, we got information, whatever the details we have provided in our Terraform file, we can read it in a proper human readable format. With that plan, we can properly read it. So we know that what are the details we were providing it, or what are some of the details which system is going to provide us after creation of the resource, like IP address. While creating our resource, we don't have the IP address. IP address will get after that, a public IP. We will get after that. So few of the details it is going to provide us, other details it will provide us after that. And Then we have Terraform apply. What does Terraform apply? To execute that plan, whichever we are going to create, to execute that plan, we have to use Terraform apply. So first we create a plan, and then to execute that plan, we have to use Terraform apply. And then we have Terraform destroy. Destroy, with the destroy word, you can identify what we are going to do. If you want to delete any resource, we have to use Terraform destroy. We have to use Terraform destroy command. We have an option, if you want to delete all resources, you can delete all resources also. If you want to delete specific resource, you can delete a specific resource also with the help of target option. So we'll learn all those things in our upcoming session. It's not possible for me to teach each and every single thing in one single session, definitely. And whenever I'm teaching you for a practice purpose, I'm going to inform you some shortcuts also, so you guys can use it for your practice purpose. Definitely not in first few days. After few days, I'm going to tell you some shortcuts also. Those you can use for your practice purpose. But those shortcuts we are not using in organization. That shortcuts I'm just telling you just so you can save few seconds of your time when you're doing practice. This time is more important for us. So we'll save little bit of seconds whenever I'm teaching you or whenever you guys are going to do practice. So those shortcuts you can use it also. But before giving you the shortcuts, first I'm going to teach you the proper process which we are going to use in the organizations. So these are the 4 important commands we have. Yes, we have some other commands also, which we'll learn it slowly when we are learning about the data. Now, if you are interested to join this particular course, the course duration is near about 20 days. Each session is going to near about 1 hour, means from after demo sessions, each session is going to be near about 1 hour. And session timing is as per our schedule time, which I have informed you guys. What is that timing? As per India, it's going to start at 8:30 a.m. As per US, it is going to start at 10 p.m. CST Sunday to Thursday. As per India, it's Monday to Friday. And if you want to join this particular course, in Indian rupees is 2360. In US dollar, it's 28 US dollars. Here we have a course content. Course content link I have already shared in the chat box. If you haven't seen it, I can share again in the chat box, or if you have already joined our WhatsApp community of this batch 319, you can check the description also. So this is about me and the demo session from my side. Now, any question anyone have? Please quickly raise your hand. Yes, Sunil, you can unmute. Sunil, you can unmute and ask your question. I'm waiting for your question. Sunil, you're on mute. Sunil, I'm not able to hear you. You're on mute. Okay. Anyone have any question? You can please raise your hand. Anyone wants to ask any question? Yes, Pratik.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, Pratik.
Yeah. How many demo sessions we have?
Only 2. Today is the first one and tomorrow is the one. And only day 1 recording you will get it. Not from the day 2 you will not get a recording. From day 2 recording only paid candidates get a recording.
Okay, where I
From
will get these recordings on
today
email or
day 1 recording we are going to share in our WhatsApp community. That is why I have shared a WhatsApp community link in the chat box. You
Mhm.
can please join it. Today recording you will get there. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow recording only to paid candidates through our website. Means
Okay.
from day 2 recordings we are only going to upload in our website there.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to provide any documents?
Definitely yes. I'm going to provide a lot of things to you. Let me share a list of the things which I'm going to provide to you guys in this training. Here is that complete list. Live training, recordings, training PPTs. Me not PPTs, actually PDFs like which I have informed earlier. Like you will get these PDFs. How many PDFs are there? Total 66 PDFs are there. So for every single topic, there is one single PDF you will have it. In 65 PDFs, we are learning it. In the last PPT, you have some quiz, sample resumes, Linux commands. You have those things here. Like here it is mentioned. And at the end of the training, you will get Terraform dump. If you want to go for a certification, with the help of Terraform dump, you can go for it. Azure Terraform document, interview question, YAML command, YAML document, Linux command, sample resumes, and Terraform quiz. So these things you will get at the end of the training. On daily basis, you will get live training, recordings, and training PPTs. These things. Any more question, Pratik?
Yeah, no. Thank you so much.
Anyone have any more question? Sandeep Thapa, you can unmute and ask your question.
Yeah, hi Ankit.
Hi.
Ankit, just I have a question. Like you have shared the course, all the contents on the course. That will be enough, or Terraform requires more learning apart from that?
Now this is complete Terraform training.
Okay.
Complete Terraform training, yes. So if you have we are already working in organization, your client is using it, you can easily work on Terraform with that.
And one more thing, like we are working on the Azure platform here. So what about the
Correct.
AWS and GCP part?
No, that's we are not covering it. AWS Terraform is a separate training.
Okay.
GCP Terraform training I'm not providing. AWS Terraform is a separate training we have. Right now there is no batch going on for AWS Terraform. Soon I'm going to start, so you will get that information in the WhatsApp community.
So one thing I want to understand, like in the Azure and the AWS, both the codes that we are going to write is going to be a different, or going to be a same,
Different, complete different. Okay, I have
completely
a question. Do
different.
you know AWS?
Yes, I have a knowledge of
Do you know
AWS.
AWS? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Is it like normally in Azure we call it an image? What we call it in AWS? To create a virtual machine? AMI.
EMI, yes.
Am I right? So terminologies are completely different. If terminology is completely different, codes cannot be same.
Okay.
If terminology is completely different, like in AWS call as EC2, in AWS
Yes,
call
yes.
as virtual machine, in
Yes,
AWS
yes.
call as S3. There first we need to create storage account. Like
Okay.
in S3, if I talk about in AWS, I can directly create S3 bucket. But if I talk about in Azure, if you want to create a container, First, you have to create a storage account. And before that, you have to create a resource group. It's mandatory in Azure. But if I want to talk about AWS, I can directly create EC2 machine.
Okay.
Without having any prerequisite. But Azure, it's having some prerequisite. I need to create a resource group first. And if I talk about in Azure, if I want to create a virtual machine, before that with Terraform, before that I need to create virtual network.
Okay.
But in AWS, I can use a default one also.
Okay.
When if I talk about in AWS EC2, if I want to create, I just only need to give AMI and an instance type. Nothing else. Even those things are also not mandatory to give. They'll pick a default one. But in if I talk about in Azure, if I want to create with Terraform, I need to give a big code because virtual network is important, mandatory. Subnet is mandatory. NSD is mandatory. Network interface is mandatory. Every single thing is mandatory. So it's completely different things. Okay.
Okay.
Any more questions, Sandeep?
One more last thing, like nowadays in the market, Azure is going around, or like the AWS is going around with Terraform.
I'm not talking about Terraform, I'm talking about the cloud. Right now, AWS is number one as per the current situation in the market. But
Okay.
if you might be seeing the last 3 years performance, Azure has captured more market than AWS. I'll give you a proof also, just a minute. I have a proof also for that. Here is it. Here I have a market review, which we are getting every year. This is July 2021. You can see the position of Microsoft and AWS. Okay. I'm moving forward in the next slide. See, in June 2022, in October 2023. AWS is at same position. Not much changes. But if I talk about Google and Microsoft are capture more market.
Yes, they are capturing.
So this is every year market review we are getting. This is June 21, July 2021, June 2022, October 2023 we got. Okay.
Thank you.
It's not
Thank
about
you.
Terraform, it's about the cloud platform, which is going better right now. Okay. And the
Okay.
main reason is cheaper. Azure is cheaper than AWS. And even it's cheaper than Google Cloud also. Azure is one of the cheapest cloud platform we have in the market. And every single company is looking for cost cutting. You guys are aware.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Anyone have any more question? Okay, look like no one has any more questions. So I have already shared all the details to you guys, my email ID also, my support team contact details. You can, if you want to have any issues, like you guys tell that, please drop email to them, or you can contact by using WhatsApp also. Course content link, our social media details, WhatsApp community link. If you're not there, just please join it. If you're still not able to join, just visit to our website called logicalabstract.com. There we have a tab called upcoming batches. In that upcoming batches, you will find on the top 319 batch. There you will get WhatsApp community link, Zoom link, payment link, course content link is also given. Yes, Darshan, you can unmute.
Hi, my question is for the Terraform certification, is it required AWS Terraform knowledge or
No, there
both
is no
AWS and
prerequisite.
Azure?
For Azure for Terraform certification, there is no prerequisite.
Okay.
Okay. Any more question, Darshan?
No, that's all. That's all from my side.
Anyone have any more question, or we can end the session here? Okay. No questions. So let's just end the session here. In tomorrow's session, we will start learning about the how we can download and install the plugins, and then we will start learning about how we can create resource group, multiple resource group, comments, and other things we are going to start in the tomorrow session. Anyone have any question? I am requesting you to please raise your hand if still anyone have any question. Anyone wants to ask any question? We are free to ask. No one is restricting you guys. Please raise your hand and ask your question. Yes, Rajeshwari, you can unmute.
Sir, actually, I have done BE in computer science and I have an experience in HR. Okay. Hello.
Yes, yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah. So if I get this certification as Azure Terraform, will I get a job, sir?
May I know that do you have Azure admin knowledge, Rajeshwari?
Yes, sir. I didn't get you.
Azure admin knowledge.
No, sir. Just a fresher.
So I'm requesting you to please don't join this course, because to join this particular course, there's a prerequisite. You need to have Azure admin knowledge. It is mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
There's a prerequisite to join this course.
Actually, I contacted Shrikant. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they said the AWS DevOps course is starting from Tuesday, but it got cancelled last week when I contacted him. He said, if you're like,
Yeah, I heard about that. It get cancelled because of the trainer is having some issues. He's not well, which I heard about that.
Okay, hope is well as early as possible. And sir, for that also, he said AWS Solution Architect course you have to do prior joining AWS DevOps.
Yeah, those are prerequisites to join those courses. Because if you directly join those courses, you will not understand some basics. Because basics are, we are not teaching in the training some basics. So the person needs to have some basic knowledge. Like for this particular to join this particular course, Azure admin knowledge is mandatory. Direct, because in this one, we are not start teaching some basic things. This
Okay.
is the like I can say the next level we have it.
Okay, sir, will they start the Azure admin course as well?
I'm the Azure a trainer for Azure admin batch. Sorry, for trainer for that. And currently my batch is already going on. What is it? Just a minute. I don't remember. 301 batch number. Yeah, this particular batch is going to be end in 10 days. This 301 number batch which is going on. So once this particular batch is going to be end, then I'm going to start a batch. I don't just I mean what is the timing for this batch? Timing for this particular batch is 6 p.m. IST.
Oh, that's good. Sir, and again, there are different trainers for AWS as well as Azure, no?
I'm
You're
giving
not.
training for AWS also. I'm giving training for Azure also. But currently, I'm not giving training for Azure DevOps with Logic Labs. No, I'm not providing. Because I have other batches also. My work also I need to do that. So I'm not teaching Azure DevOps. But yes, I'm teaching AWS. I'm teaching Azure. I'm teaching Azure DevOps. I'm teaching AWS Terraform, Azure Terraform. These 5 courses I'm teaching with Logic Labs.
Okay, okay, done, sir. So after 10 days, I can join. Is it like a same price or is it different price,
That's a
sir?
different one. That details you will get from our Logic Labs teams. You can contact Shrikant again or Aisha. You can contact them. They will provide you the details. It's a different
Okay,
course,
done.
and this is just Azure Terraform is 20 days, and that's a 45 days of course.
Okay, done, sir. Sir, and
Okay.
how much it costs for certification, sir? We have to write the exam as well, right?
Yes, you have to write an exam. If I talk about Azure is charging some, I don't remember right now. In India rupees, it's charging some 4,500 something they're charging. 5,000 or in between 4,000 and 5,000. I don't remember exact figures right now. But yes, I remember in between 4,000 and 5,000 they are charging. They're not charging much as compared to if I talk about others, they're not much charging. I know that AWS is charging some 16,000 rupees, 15, 16,000 rupees, but
Mm.
Azure is charging just for near about 5,000. Not, I remember 100% sure that they're not charging more than 5,000. Less
Okay,
than
done.
5,000 they are charged.
So, as per as per you said, Azure admin, if I do the course, for that also it costs somewhere around 5,000 only, the certification.
Certification, yes, correct.
Okay, okay, done, sir. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
that's the fees which AWS that you have to pay to Microsoft team, means to Azure, to them for their
Oh,
exam. Okay,
oh.
and that certification is going to valid for 3 years. That exam, the exam whichever
Mhm.
you're giving, it's valid for a few years, and that's 3 years.
Okay, sir, that
The
we have
reason
to
is
go.
because it's cloud.
Okay, sir, that exam we have to go and give in some exam center or it is
Both
online?
options you have. Both options here, but the preferable option is you'll go somewhere and give it there.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
got
more
it.
preferable, because sometimes what happened is it happened with one of my student. I know that he's facing some internet connectivity issue, so he faced a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
He faced it. Then he has postponed his exam it there. So it sometime happened at home, but and in that case we were responsible for those things.
Sir, and
So
again, like if we go for the center, for the resources also we have to pay or just for the exam?
just for exam, no need to pay any other amount. That's not your responsibility for resources. You are paying for only for exam, so that's their responsibility.
So, sir, to change the, from non-IT to IT background, is there any age restriction now?
No,
Oh.
there is no age restrictions to change your career.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in USA. I'm telling you, I heard about that few days before. I met one lady. She's 49 years old and she's just starting her doctor career.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
She's
yeah, I got
49
my,
years old and she's going to start a doctor career. Think
yeah,
about a
yeah.
doctor career. She's starting at 49 of age.
True,
So
sir.
to changing a career is there is nothing like a age, Rajeshwari.
But we should
Okay,
get a
it's
job
just
now,
our
sir.
thinking.
Yeah.
That
Okay, done, sir.
definitely that
Because
you have
I'm
to put extra
38 years
efforts.
old. Mm-hmm.
I understand that we have to put some extra effort. That's all. I can say that.
I'm 40 years, sir.
Okay.
Actually, I have 8 years of experience in HR. So I was preparing for
Hmm.
IAS initially.
So you can check you are in HR. Just check in
Mm-hmm.
your organization where you have the IGP, fill IGP and switch it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
That's the
sir.
best thing you can do by yourself also.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for the suggestion.
That's really good because I'm working for same organization from 11 years. That's what I have done it.
No, sir,
Three,
actually,
I
I
have
left the
it's starting
job.
of
I
my,
left.
oh, you already left the job.
Yeah,
But
because the
that's what
manager
I'm
was
giving
quite.
suggestion to my students also.
Mm-hmm. Done, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Rajeshwari. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Yeah, you too, sir.
Okay, look like no one has any more questions. So let's just end this session here. In tomorrow's session, okay, someone has more question. Yes, Pratik.
Yeah, sir, actually, I have one question regarding certification. So, you mentioned earlier there is a separate session for AWS Terraform and Azure Terraform. So, what's about
Correct.
certification? So, is it also separate? Azure Terraform certification is different?
No, there is no AWS certificate, AWS Terraform certificate. There is no Azure Terraform certification. Terraform is a single certification. And in that one, they are not going to specifically ask the questions related to Azure Terraform or for Azure Terraform. They will not ask. This is general Terraform certification.
Okay. So, everything will be covered in our training, right? Whatever you are going to
For a
provide.
certification, you need theory knowledge, Pratik. This is practical training. So that's why at the end of the training, we are providing you a dump. With the help of dump, you can clear the certification. Because when you're going you to work in organization, your theory knowledge will not work there. Your practical
Yes.
knowledge will work. So better to do a certification, you need to know how to work in your organization. Because certification will not provide you a job, or your certification will not clear your interview. Your knowledge will clear your interview. So certification is not that important. Your interview is more important. Am I right?
Okay. Yes.
So that's what we are
Okay.
going to prepare for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining today's session. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.